morning, but it's a wet day. It was raining all last night and all morning. I was going to wait a little bit later in the afternoon, but I thought I'll just go play in the rain. So I've got my umbrellas, I got my ball, I got my rain jacket. This is my jacket that I wore in track when I ran for University of Utah. And so I'm going to see what the park is like. It's amazing because this moment that I finally got ready, finally had my nutritional drink in the morning, that it stopped raining. Just for me. And the umbrellas are not for me to use while I'm playing basketball. They're actually to cover the camera so it doesn't get wet. So just in case you were wondering, I'm sure you figured that out. Maybe you thought I was just going to run down the court with a ball in one hand and the umbrella in the other. But anyways, one thing I did to prepare to take basketball serious, and my nails grow really fast and really long, and I didn't want to. I've before played basketball where you have the ball hit your nail and poof, pops it right down below the level. I clipped my nails so that I can make sure that I'm not going to have my nails break while I'm playing. And I also stretch out really good before I play. It can make things miserable if you're exercising and doing things and then you pull a muscle and it takes a while for it to heal. I'm gonna head to the court and at the park, which I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of people there, and there usually isn't early in the morning, and we're coming out a little bit later than normal, but it's because it's been raining all morning. I think it's like 10 o'clock right now. So we will see you there. I'm here at the park, and I didn't think there would be anybody here. if any, not very many. There's, I think, somebody walking their dog over there, and some car just pulled up for something, and there's me with my basketball and my freshly rained on basketball court, empty, waiting for me to come and play. So I'm going to stretch out a little bit, and this side of the court looks like it has a couple of dips. I mean, one good way to know how even your court is, come out after they've sprayed it down or it's rained like this, and wherever it pools, you can see where it dips down and where it's not even. And on this side of the court, there's a lot of pools. On that side, there's not. So I think I'm gonna go play on that side. There's less likely for you to sprain an ankle if you play on a more level court. Although, it's like not that big of a deal. It's not that terribly, tragically uneven. All right, now I'm going to play. I'm going to practice. I am going to just, it may rain. It's really cool. I don't know if you can see the billowing clouds against the mountains in the background. It's pretty awesome. The only thing cooler would be if those mists of clouds, actually it wouldn't be, you couldn't see the basketball hoops, but if it was like right here and you were playing in it and bouncing the ball in it, that would be kind of cool, but it would be cold. I've been in mist before in the mountains, and it's like water, icy particles, especially like in the fall when we'd go, and it's very cold and wet. So it's cool looking, but it's really not cotton candy like it looks like.
school.
Was she? I wasn't, but I ran track for the U, but I'm not a basketball player. But
You're from here?
yeah.
Yeah.
Where did she? What high school did she?
Oh, she went to school out in, you know where Oxnard, California is?
Yeah.
She went to Rio Mesa.
Oh my word.
Yeah, well, she's from Camarillo, I'm from Thousand Oaks.
Oh, that's nice.
So you know Ventura County?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's not. That's more northern, isn't it?
Yeah, it's north of LA.
That's nice. That's a nice area.
Yeah.
Okay, just had a nice chat with a walker. I don't know how much you can see. I have to kind of put it this way or else it's really dark. He's out walking his dog and just so sweet. Good social distancing, but people are very social people and we need to talk to people. We need to share and to feel and to talk. It's important. So it's a good part of life. So that side is not my best side to shoot. I'm trying to go around the key and shoot a basket until I can make it. And I've been on that corner for a very long time. So I keep undershooting or shooting too far to the left of the basket. And so I just keep trying and practicing until I get the feel of it and get it right and make a basket. I definitely need to look how to take some tutorials on YouTube or something. I can tell I'll go to throw the ball and it'll roll down to my palm and then I'll push it off my palm, and that makes it go short and doesn't even sometimes hit the basket where it hits below. Okay, but in the meantime I'll just shoot and practice. I'll just go ahead and do what I know how, right? There we go. Not leaving till I make that shot. I might be here all day. I don't think this has been the hardest workout I've had, but one thing, it is really nice weather to be out here. I don't even need my rain jacket actually. I thought I would. I thought I'd be making baskets in the rain. But you know, it's always harder. This is day 3 on the court and it's always harder to get back, especially over a weekend if you haven't been working out, especially when you have just barely started. And when it's cooler, I mean, what's nice is the overcast the sun's not in your eyes, so it's not a problem when shooting the basket. You don't have the sun blocking your view to the basket. But it's also a little bit cooler, and you have to be careful when you are working out in colder weather and not let your muscles get too cold or stiff. Also, another thing is I'm making baskets. As you get tired, it is a little bit different in the effort that you have to give to make the basket. You have to thrust it a little bit more because your body's tired and you're not wanting to shoot the way you did the first time you shot the ball. But this just reminds me of when I was in gymnastics and I was practicing a straddle glide kip up, or actually it was a double leg shoot through. And so you are holding onto the bottom bar and you straddle your legs and glide. Then you bring your legs up between your arms, up over the bar, and come to a sitting position. And I'm not sure if you understood that, but that's the best way I can explain it here. And it was very easy when you straddle and glide. It takes a lot of abdominal muscles, and so it's easy to bend your legs to cheat, kind of. It takes a lot more muscles to keep your legs straight and have good form. And then you come up and put your legs through. So I remember one day, and I didn't have gymnastics as a child. My parents didn't have the money, and they didn't put me in sports and gymnastics like some of my friends had. So other people that were on the team, there was a few of them that had been put in to gymnastics since they were 3 years old, and in my mind they were just untouchable. You could never beat them in competition, and I never tried. It was always about me improving and doing better than I did the day before, you know. So I remember one time at workout, I just had some time to just practice that straddle glide double leg shoot through, and I practiced it. I think I counted 100 times, and I got that skill down so good that I could hold a straddle glide with straight legs and good form. And one day I actually beat my teammate that had done gymnastics since she was a 3-year-old gymnast, and she's amazing. She's an amazing girl. But I was shocked. I couldn't believe that I beat her. I had never thought that I could reach that. So even when you don't set goals, but you just keep setting goals to progress, sometimes you reach the top because that's where you're heading. You're going up, and it's kind of a nice surprise. It's kind of fun. But I just have to think of that, because as I make one basket over and over again, and I think to myself, I'm never gonna make it, I had to say, well, then I'm gonna stay here till I do. And just keep trying, and then pretty soon I will be better at that skill. So I'm just gonna set a goal to try and just practice one particular spot, and then the next day practice another one. And I think I'll start with not 100. I'm not 16, 15 years old anymore, you know. I am older, and I haven't exercised for a very long time. One thing I was thinking of, I love how, in the past, I have actually gained weight writing. I'm an author, I write, and sometimes I can sit for hours and hours, and 1 hour will seem like 10 minutes or 15 minutes to me, because I'm just so caught up in the story that I'm writing, or the moment of what I'm writing about. And after a while, you start to feel it. You feel gravity just pushing down on you, and especially in the middle section, the place you sit down, your haunches, you really feel it. And I was just thinking how nice it is to just break away for a little bit and to go let your body move and run and work out. And it's a good thing, because I could sit for hours just writing, and I feel like my body's crying out saying, you forgot me. I think it's important, though, whatever you do, especially if you have an office job or a job where you sit down a lot, to get up and do something, move around, do some type of exercise, and and that will help keep your body fit, keep your heart fit, keep your body from growing in places you don't want it to grow. I think I'm going to try for 25, or I could throw 50 shots, and it doesn't matter how many I make. I'll just throw 50 of them. So here we go. When I was running after the ball, I couldn't remember if that was 8, 9, or 10, so I'm gonna make one more just in case I was short one, and then go to number 11. It's raining, and that one that I made was number 38. And before I made it, I thought to myself, I need to just believe. Okay, I need to just believe I can make it. So before I made that shot, I said, I can make this. And it went in. So part of it is believing you can do it. Oh, easy, Jets! I just got home and I shot 50 shots and I only made 3 baskets out of all those, but towards the end they were actually, I was doing a lot better. I was focusing more, and I just decided I've got to make at least the last one, or I'm gonna, before I leave, make one. And on number 50 I made the shot. I thought, awesome, it was just way epic. Number 50, I make the final shot. I make the shot, the winning point, the one that matters the most, right? And I get back to my phone and it shut off because it has used all the memory. And it didn't catch it. It didn't get the last few shots, but I did shoot 50. I did play in the rain, pretty awesome. And I did discover that this jacket is not waterproof. I am wet underneath my sleeves and my back, but it did absorb some of the water, so it did do something. Anyway, well, that was my workout for today. I can't believe how much it is pouring. I was so lucky. I just had this like window of time to go out and play. We have a lot more rain out here, and I'm just really glad that I had that little window of time where I could play basketball this morning, because now it's raining pretty good out here. It's kind of fun to play in the rain, and you don't get overheated like you do when the sun's out. We'll see you tomorrow.